I'm off on an, accidental adventure. I went to go find some iron, and because I was getting low. So yeah, that doesn't work. I don't know why I thought that would work. Just thought I would give it a try. Oops. And so I went to the mountains. Was flying on my ghast. And then hadn't slept apparently for days, so phantoms were attacking me. So then it was getting dark, so skeletons were attacking me. And that's how we have wound up here. Inside a hole, inside a mountain. Afraid to go outside in the dark. And not doing a good job making a usable staircase. So yeah, this is our home away from home, as it were, which I like to refer to as the pit. It's a charming name. Whoops. I'm trying to just do more jumping around, so I can... there we go. The light has come out. So, the silly thing I did this time was to run off on my adventure without bringing a bed. And this is I'd say, one of the biggest mistakes you can make, as we all pretty much know. I did not bring a travel bed. Wait, is it getting dark? I thought it was getting light. Is it getting dark or light? I think it's light. So I have no bed, and I don't dare go outside at night because the phantoms scared me a lot. Especially like riding on my ghast, and they just sort of come out of nowhere, take swipes. It's very unpleasant. Terrifying, really, is the correct word. But it's okay. I don't need to sleep. I can dig holes. Just having a relaxing hole digging kind of day. Hello? Okay, the sun is coming up. What I need to do is find a sheep. It's going to be a very exciting adventure, since I am in a very snowy place. I don't even know if sheep come around here. But I would really, really feel better about my whole existence if I could make a save, kind of a save point. Okay, I'll open this. I'm gonna open this. Yes, I see. Just tweaks. Making little tweaks. So life is like, I like to say life is an iterative process. Oh, heck. Try something, it doesn't work, you try something else. What else are you gonna do? At this point in my life, I've tried many, many things that haven't worked. But it's just how life is. You just keep going. Find new things to try. Oh, hello. Oh, that's interesting. This part's not quite frozen. It's very cold, though. So, oh, this is a very tempting cave, but I have to stay on target. I've got to find a sheep. A couple sheep. I don't even know if this is... Seems like sheep territory to me. It does... Whoops, stop hacking at the ice. I do like sliding on the ice, though. Whee! It's more fun in a boat. Let's see. Red flowers. Foxy fox. My thought is, you know what? I better leave a marker or something, though, because I will get lost. Here we go. So as you can see, by the days played marker, it's actually day 5004. And I had wanted to make kind of a tribute to the realm, you know, like made it 5,000 days, which I guess is unusual. I just found out about this whole like 2-week Minecraft phase thing, which is interesting to me because, yeah, I've been playing an awful lot of Minecraft for, you know, about a year. I'm totally gonna get lost. But then again, I realize, you know, I didn't grow up playing Minecraft. It doesn't have the same sort of nostalgia thing for me. But I get why it does for so many people. I mean, I really do get it. You know, you watch these movies, right? Like, or even Stranger Things, or things that take place in the 80s, and you see these kids driving around, riding around on their bikes, like everywhere, like having free roam of every neighborhood and just doing whatever until sundown. They're called in for dinner. And that was real. That was a thing. But not for me. And not for, you know, not from me and my sister. We, man, do not know where to find a sheep. Gosh darn it. We grew up in a city, and we grew up in a city where when we were kids, there was a lot of fear around kidnapping. And we grew up in a city where, actually in our neighborhood, there was a very scary, high-profile kidnapping case. There were flyers all over. And I can see that kid's face so vividly. You know, like it takes no effort to bring his face to my mind in this very particular, like exactly the photo that was on those flyers. So it was a real thing. It was very scary. And as a result, my sister and I did not have sort of a carefree Gen X childhood. We were, our imagination was our childhood. Instead of riding out on bikes, we were in our house, and we had to make do with what we had. And sometimes it did feel stifling. I think that there's a good reason why we had movies like Labyrinth and Neverending Story and why those were so popular. There's a pig. I wish I could shear you. You have such soft-looking woolly fur. I want to make you your fur, not you. I want to make your fur into a bed. I'm gonna get lost. Oh gosh. No, okay. I kind of know where. There we go. There's a torch up there. So, you know, because another thing that you hear as a stereotype that was very real was the latchkey kid thing. That wasn't my whole childhood, but there definitely was a lot of... I mean, parenting in the 80s was just different. It's... Ooh, this is so pretty. See, look at this. I know this is not exactly... I don't know. You know, I don't know how new any given feature or anything is in Minecraft, but look how pretty. Like, of course you would feel nostalgic for this. Hi, I love you, but you also have no wool, despite being a woolly cow. So, yeah, so latchkey kid, that was a thing. And, you know, parenting in the 80s was just really different. It was more sort of like, you know, for many kids, it really was like, okay, here's some food, go take care of yourself. And even in my household, which was less that, it's still like, you know, the expectation was everybody just did their jobs. And, you know, women were expected to work and raise the kids and provide the dinner, and like it's totally crazy. And somehow do, you know, whatever they're supposed to do. So, so yeah, there was a lot of time I spent by myself at home, or with my sister. Although I do remember a lot of time at home without her, and I don't know if we were just on different schedules or whatever. So I definitely did not take the bus, or I did get picked up from school. Okay, now I'm gonna charge back to my, now's the fun part. Oh wait, yep, yeah, see my path. Good. Let's see. Yes, good. Good job, me. Good job, me. Although I did not find a sheep, which is sad. And where am I going now? Oh, fudge. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get murdered. Oh man, this is less good job, me. Where is it? Okay. Oh no. Okay, well if it gets too dark, I will just dig another hole. It'll be fine. Probably want to dig a hole by a torch though, I think. Oh yeah. This story is all going somewhere, by the way, I promise, but I also am scared about getting stuck out at dark, so I can't apparently tell stories and panic about encroaching night at the same time, so I'm gonna just, don't mind me, make a little hole. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Hole, hole, hole. Spend another sleepless night not getting killed. That's the point. There we go. Boop, boop. Whoops. Okay. I'm in a hole. There we are. Okay, great. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to eventually, in my long meandering way, is that we had a sense of iron. We had a sense of just, our job was to take care of ourselves and take care of our own, whatever our own needs are. There would be food. Our parents were doing their job. If there was food in the house, and if they, they made sure we were doing schoolwork by getting on our case if we weren't. That was good parenting. Maybe it is good parenting. I don't know. I only have 2 kids. I don't know what good parenting is. Yeah, and so that was how it was. So, and I know that sense of, so there was like a sense of personal responsibility that you had, but also a sense of freedom for some people. But not for me. And if I had Minecraft, it would have been like life-changing. It would have been a miracle, because I've always had such a, vivid imagination, and I used it in other ways. I did a lot of writing, I did a lot of drawing, I made comics. But having this dimension, basically, this like alternate dimension in which to explore and feel like you were someplace else, someplace less mundane, someplace less hard in some ways. It's another stereotype you'll hear about Gen X is just how self-sufficient, yes, but also sometimes we're painted as very mean. And I don't think we're mean. I don't think it's right to say we're necessarily a mean generation, but we're definitely tough in some ways. Because we had to be to survive. And I don't mean survive like physically, I mean like mentally and emotionally. We survived by being a little bit mean, I guess, and sarcasm is definitely a defense mechanism. I do think there was a lot of bullying. A lot of kids are just kind of on their own when it came to that. So my favorite part of Neverending Story, or my favorite thing I should say about Neverending Story, are the parts where Bastian, the kid, is holed up in the attic of the library, and you see him reading a book. He's like the framing story, right? But you see him, he's there reading the book and getting really deep into the story. And that was the part that really resonated with me. I would have loved to have been that kid. I felt like I needed to escape quite a bit. And I think now, with the things I know about myself, is probably I'm going to break this darn pickaxe and then I'm going to have nothing to do in this whole... Oh well. What a pickaxe is for. Yeah. Okay. In the morning I'll have to cut some trees. Whee! So anyway, Bastion, he goes into he gets this special book. This book that's not meant for him, says the bookstore seller, which of course makes it all that more tempting. And so he goes, hides in the library to read this book. Because of course, he is a weird little kid who got bullied because he was a weird little kid. So I related to that. I was also a weird little kid. And I got bullied. Not as badly, I think, as in 80s movies. Kids in 80s movies are, but yeah, I did get bullied, and I don't know. I'm very grateful that we know what we do now about autism and ADHD and what have you. And I'm grateful that my children and the cool kids I know get to benefit from that knowledge. I would be a total liar if I said sometimes I didn't feel a little jealous that I didn't have that kind of support when I was a kid. It's really hard. It's really hard to not understand why you were treated the way you were when you were just trying to be a happy kid, happy little kid, loving the things you loved. So the point I guess I'm trying to get to is that as a kid I would have loved Minecraft. It would have been a sanctuary for me. I'm sure it was a sanctuary for many of you, and so I get it. But I think that's also why my 2-week Minecraft phase is like a year-long binge instead. So I just feel comfortable here. Anyway. All I want to be able to do kids don't quite get, I don't think, like, why I get so weird about the realm and the people in it and stuff, but it's really just comes out of a desire to protect kids and let them be who they are and who they're meant to be, and to feel not just safe being that, but actually like honored and cherished to be that. And I love that Minecraft offers that, and I love being a part of it. And at day 5,000 plus, our realm has calmed down an awful lot. People don't play it nearly as much, and I get it. But you know, I'll still be here. Probably. And I feel like, though, like, it's being part of their world, and so, thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me share that with you. Now I'm gonna try to find my way the heck out of this forest. I am never getting out of this forest. I am completely and utterly lost. I live here now, on the top of this tree. This is very seasonal.